the attacks on me or her opinions about me. I mean, it's very high school. It's giving high school.
Welcome to another episode of Challenge Reality News. And we got two fan favorites here. I got Tiffany and I got Cashel. And I'm so excited to have you guys here with me today. How's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks.
Doing good, Benny. Thanks for having us.
I first want to talk about your time in the house. Tiffany, you were on a historic Big Brother season. You were on a historic Big Brother alliance. Mm-hmm. Do you think you had a target on your back coming in to this house, knowing that people knew your gameplay?
I did. I did think that I had that. I figured that people would see me as, if nothing, a social threat because of the relationships that they watch me build with people in the Big Brother house. So I did feel that I would have a target. Yeah.
For Cashel, I want to ask you the same question. You were on Love Island, where the show is more of a dating show, where I kind of feel like it's more of an advantage because people don't really see your skills as when it comes to a physical threat or a mental threat. Did you kind of want to use that to your advantage going into this game?
Yes, I did. Because right, just like you said, it was actually kind of nice to be slept on coming in and people not think, oh, he's a short wearing, lounge around the pool kind of guy. And then you get me in some water and then you see like, oh, actually this guy's what did Tyson say? Or those aren't model muscles, those are real muscles. So I did like having that, but I don't think I did my due diligence in staying in the shadows and kind of got excited and showed my cards.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people in this house, and a lot of people showing their cards and showing, who they wanted to align with. And Tiffany, I want to ask you, who surprised you the most when you first entered the house in terms of gameplay? They were just a big physical threat, a big mental player, and you just were not expecting that.
I would probably say Justine. I did not know her abilities. I've never watched Love Island or Amazing Race or really Survivor, except for Shan's season. I did watch her season of Survivor. I was not expecting Justine. She was doing those challenges like it was nothing. And I was really impressed.
And Cashel, what about you? Who surprised you the most?
I think Angela surprised me the most.
Oh yeah, Angela was a surprise too.
I met Angela and her fiance Tyler, who they were a Big Brother couple and they're still together and they're super great. Like I've had coffee with them a couple times in LA. And, I was surprised. I was just surprised at how. I mean, mostly I just put my learning cap on and I was just like, Angela's running this.
Yeah, she's very physically fit.
Damn. I mean, I knew that she was fit, but I didn't know. She did a great job of staying in the shadows, and like even though she won the challenge with Tyson the first round, like she did a really good job of just like staying back. And I was like, okay, I've learned something here.
Yeah, you guys were definitely in a house full of competitors ready to compete. Mm-hmm. Speaking of competing, that daily challenge, on a rate from 1 to 10, Tiffany, how hard was that challenge?
Well, for me, it had everything in it that I didn't want to do. It had swimming in muddy water. It had climbing up a wobbly ladder. It had standing on a narrow platform. It had jumping farther than my legs could reach. And it had falling into the water. The only thing I liked was the spelling.
Yeah. And so fast forward, Tyson wins again. I was shocked. The guy is proving to be a threat. He was a threat on Survivor. And you have this conversation with him, Tiffany, where it seems like from a viewer standpoint that you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
Did you feel safe at that moment? Was there something in the back of your head saying, he could throw me in?
I felt safe at that moment, but I was still a little, it was still early and I knew a lot could happen, but I did trust him. I did. I was like, okay, Tyson told me I'm safe. He told me he wants to work with me. He could very well be lying, but why make me feel so comfortable? Like you don't have to throw me off my square. I don't know how hard somebody has to go out there to work to try to beat me. Not that I'm this beatable individual, but there were a lot of stronger competitors out there who I felt like were more of a threat than me. So I didn't feel like he needed to give me that assurance that I was that safe if I actually was not.
Right. And I also want to touch on what I think it was Cashay, what she had to say about your gameplay. And it was, she had some negative things to say about your gameplay. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that.
I think that there is a room for growth in assessing a player and a person. And, you may not like the way somebody is playing their game, but um, I knew that there was a lot of talking about me, and I don't think any of it was related to gameplay. I just think it was all personal. And I honestly, I've never watched Love Island, not one episode. So I did not know who she was. I did not know her relationship. I did not know Cinco's relationship. I never asked him. It didn't have anything to do with me. It's not my business. So I mind my own business. So, the attacks on me or her opinions about me, I mean, it's very high school. It's giving high
Right.
school.
And let's fast forward to this elimination. You guys
Mm-hmm.
get called into elimination.
Mm-hmm.
Cashel, like it looked like the bike was gonna come off. You were pedaling so fast. Were you guys surprised that you lost? Did you see yourself winning? Or were you like, you know what, they got this. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna get this.
I mean, we've talked about this, post getting kicked off and stuff, and we both gave it our all. My all was very, very fast.
Cashel couldn't have given it any more. Tiffany's was what, Cashel? What?
Tiffany's was slower, but
that's somebody saying leisurely.
No, I wouldn't say, because I know that she went as hard as she could, and I got nothing but love and respect.
And my feet couldn't reach the pedals. They didn't care anything about me.
You had an ankle that was the size of my head because it was swollen. I mean, the cards were stacked, and we couldn't really see. I don't know what your angle was like, but I couldn't see Kayla or James while we were going. And at the same time,
I could see James, kind of Kayla a little bit too.
At the same time, I couldn't care less. I mean, I put my head down and I spun as fast as I could. And it sucked. It's just how it went that day, Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I speak for a lot of fans. We definitely hope to see you on future seasons of the challenge. Tiffany, I didn't know you sprained your ankle. That's crazy. I hope your ankle is better.
Yeah, it took a while. I can finally wear a heel. I couldn't wear a heel for like 2 months.
Wow. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. Glad to see you're doing okay though. Glad to see you made it out. We're definitely gonna miss you on the future episodes, but I want to thank you both.
It's gonna be so boring.
I know, right?
The heck.
I'm not gonna lie, I was bummed.
Hey, I bet you they still be talking about me even after I leave.
We'll see. We'll have to see. But thank you both again so much. Can you give your fans your Instagram so they can follow you on social media?
Absolutely. Follow me at Absolutely Gorgeous 100 and follow me on Twitter at Absolutely Tiff, and catch my podcast on the Winner Circle with Tiffany Mitchell on Mondays and Wednesdays.
I like it. You can see Cashel at Cashel B, CASHELB on Instagram. That's where I'm at.
Awesome. And I'm Benny Adams. You can find me on all social media at Benny J. Adams. Thank you both again, and I will see you guys later.
All right, Benny. Thank you.